You're listening to the Simon and Alex Show podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Simon and Alex Show podcast.
You alright there? Sounds
Yeah,
like
no,
you've
I'm
aged
fine. Sorry, I had
50 years.
Had a little frog in my throat. Yeah.
Ah, okay,
Well, hello.
right.
Welcome to the Simon and Alex Show podcast. It is now June.
Yep. Now, we've got to address something here, Alex, haven't we?
Do we?
I think I should probably address something here. Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, sorry,
Yeah,
I
it
completely forgot.
might have slipped my mind when coming up with the month of June that it was also Pride Month.
Yes.
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 So, I...
We aren't gonna go back on June.
no,
We've decided-
obviously not. But we have sort of backed ourselves into a corner here.
We have thought about it.
Yeah.
And obviously, I don't want to say gay pride and that kind of stuff is more important than monkeys, but it kind of is.
Yeah.
So we've decided to collaborate the two together. Simon came up with a cool name.
Yeah, we're calling it the Pride Mates month.
Yeah, so we're gonna have Pride and Primates back to back. We've had quite a few pictures, videos of monkeys and cats and stuff like that.
Already?
Yeah. So if you have pictures of monkeys, if you've already sent them and you want to send more, then it just means you have a better chance of winning the adopted monkey for June. We'll pick that in the last week of June's podcast.
Yeah, I think so.
But we'll adopt a monkey. I was looking on the website. There's some quite cool monkeys. One's called Mr. Monkey. One's called Chico.
Ooh.
So we could organise that.
When we do adopt this monkey, can this be the show's mascot from now on?
I like the little monkey being our mascot.
All right.
We'll obviously, because it's Pride Month too. There'll be a charity somewhere for Pride, won't there?
Yes, there's quite a few.
Okay, well then we'll look at how much it costs to adopt a monkey for the year, and we'll match that and give it to Pride charity. So just so
Yeah.
the
Got any
monkeys
suggestions for
aren't-
the charity? Please let us know.
So if you guys have been helped by a charity or you're involved with a charity, just let us know, and we'll match an adopted monkey.
Now, you may be wondering at home, just how are we going to combine Pride Month with a celebration of all primates? There has been a significant number of observations of homosexual behaviour in primates.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We mentioned that last week's podcast, and
Yeah.
I didn't think we were actually going to involve that, but
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
you've done your research.
Yeah. Did you know that? Have you heard of the bonobo? It's a kind of monkey. Well,
No, I have. Because the song that you made me write this week,
oh
I
yes.
decided to write it about monkeys.
All right.
So to kind of raise awareness, I have the lyrics, but the song is with a friend who's working on like a backbeat kind of
Okay.
actual
okay.
instrumental. So we will release that when that gets back to me
All right.
completed. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, the bonobos are specifically noted that 60% of all of their sexual activity occurs between two or more females.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Is that if they are female or if they are male?
If they're female, it's just two females is what I mean.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant a male.
A male and
was
two-
getting
no.
it off with
Okay.
two females at a time.
Yeah, I realised my phrasing wasn't perfect there. So yeah,
I think we also we have something else to address, don't we?
we do because
do.
you may remember last week.
I
When?
am actually no. Before Simon explains this,
Okay.
I would like to issue a little warning. We usually are very, very, very careful about what we say on the podcast. We try to avoid swearing, effing, and jeffing.
Right.
So, little warning now.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say, Simon, you are a fucking idiot. And You deserve everything that's coming to you.
Oh, yeah?
Continue.
Okay, right. It's coming to me. I thought we were done. I thought we were even now.
Oh no, this ain't the end. You know,
Okay.
it was a weak performance on your behalf, and
Right, alright.
go on.
So, last week, Alex messed with my email and signed me up to somewhere in the range of like 50 to 80 different websites, including many Catholic newsletters and other general Christian newsletters and dating sites, which was real fun for me. So, I kind of alluded to the fact that I would get him back in some way, and that the thing I had bought to get him back would arrive on Saturday. Now, what Alex didn't know is I didn't buy anything. I'm not allowed to spend money on this. I don't need to. And,
What did you tell me, Simon?
well, I may have hinted that it might have been a couple of thousand termites.
Yep. And what did you hint that... Well, sorry, where did you hint that they'd been delivered?
Well, I said they may have possibly been delivered to our elderly neighbour.
Our elderly 89-year-old neighbour who
Yes.
he goes to sleep at 7 o'clock, doesn't he?
Hmm.
Yeah. And what time did my shift finish? Is that right?
Ooh. What was it, 8?
I'm pretty sure it was about 9. So I got home
9,
at half
yeah.
9.
Yes.
So here I am, ready to ring the neighbour's doorbell, wake him up from his sleep
Yeah.
to get this box of termites off of him.
I may have driven up the fear a little bit by implying, well, not just implying, reminding Alex that termites can eat through a lot of things, such as wiring, wood, basically everything. So it would be a really bad thing if A, it had been delivered to our house and they'd started eating away at their container and possibly stuff in our house, or B, they were in our neighbour's house eating away at all of his
Him.
belongings.
So Simon has... I called him when I got in from work just to talk through it, and
Yeah.
I listened back to the recording, and I don't sound shocked. Like, I
Yeah.
don't sound... But most of my emotion comes through my face. So I was walking around the house,
Yeah.
pulling, like, confused looks on my face and just doing gestures with my hands, being like, oh, what on earth is going on here?
Yeah.
So I don't think you can tell from the phone call that he recorded that there was genuine, not fear, but worry and shock on my behalf.
Well, I think it's a very good clip to listen to, and I think I'm going to insert it here.
Hello?
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 Hi, what have you found?
You can't buy termites online.
You absolutely can, and seriously, where...
If you send me the confirmation email that you bought termites online,
Alright.
I refuse to believe it. There's no letter through the door saying that I've missed a parcel.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, honestly.
So if it's being left in a neighbour, I don't know which one.
Oh dear. No, you can buy them for, like, unblocking drains and some
What?
Yeah, seriously. Hang on, let me find this email.
You have to scroll through quite a few emails.
Yeah, funnily enough.
I refuse to believe this.
I'm being completely serious here. Right, I've got that screenshot, sorry. There you go.
I hate you. I was
Oh.
genuinely about to knock on this door.
Oh, of course.
Oh my days. I've just walked around the front of the house to see if there was a box. You're absolute. You know how close I was to asking when you told me that?
Yeah.
Try and sort that out. Ah. Off.
That's been days in the making, that.
I hate you. How many people I'm going to have to tell now that you haven't bought termites?
That sounds like a you problem, Alex. I did... Okay, for a non-insignificant amount of time, I did have locusts in my Amazon basket, and I was ready to click
That's what I
send.
was terrified about.
Yeah.
You can buy 100 like palm-sized locusts for 20 quid.
Yes, I had that in my basket.
Oh my god! I was trying to Google trying to buy termites to see if you actually could, and there were a few places, and I was, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my days! I don't know how. You don't know how relieved I am right now.
Oh dear.
And the fact that you called me on an 8-hour shift.
Yeah.
Like, I was only meant to be working 3 hours, so you got 8 hours of shock out of me, as opposed to 3.
I'll be honest, I was fully hoping that you were working when I sent that message, because otherwise I would have had to be like, oh, okay, I guess it's just not here yet. When are you working? And then...
You're oh my days.
There we go.
Nice, yeah.
Right, yeah. I'm just going to get a drink.
All right. Hello, it's just me. I just want to say to you guys, I didn't want to say this in front of Simon, but the amount of effort that he goes through to make this podcast work, it's like amazing. Where I've been working a lot of night shifts at the start of the week, and we'd normally record the first half and get it edited before our second half, but we're having to record both halves on Thursday before it gets released, and he does the editing and the artwork, and it's crazy how much work he has to do. I mean, to prove it, Simon, when you're listening back, insert the "It's Wednesday, my dudes"
For God's sake.
meme here.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
If that hasn't convinced you, then what I want you to do here is insert 10 seconds worth of audio starting at the 58-minute and 42-second mark in the film Live Free or Die Hard. If there's any swearing, I want you to beep it out and replace it with the sound of a rubber duck. And if there's any words that are 3 letters or less, I want you to say them and insert you saying them on top of the audio and put that here.
Oh, no.
Listen,
Do not.
please don't touch those, okay?
Aye,
What I'm doing.
aye.
I've done this before.
I've it.
Road assist. We've detected
Anne.
airbag.
And finally, I would like you to insert here. I'll send this over to you. Don't worry about that. But the sound that your sister makes when she.
Right, sorry about that.
It's all right. Glad to be back.
Get up to anything while I was gone.
Nah, just talking to the listeners.
Let's have a quick talk about the film that you are making me watch.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to be honest, Alex. I'm not looking forward to this one bit. So I'm watching Vacation.
Yes.
Let's have a quick look at the reviews here. 27% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yep.
6.1 out of 10 on IMDb.
6.1 out of 10 isn't too bad. 6.1
Yeah.
out of 10 and 27% are not. They're so far apart.
Yeah, I know, but IMDb rates everything high for some reason. Here's a critic review. You'll likely have a few laughs watching this movie, but
There
they're
we go.
coming at the cost of base, gross out, juvenile sexual jokes.
Right up your street then.
My street.
Yeah.
The word letdown isn't even strong enough to encapsulate the tired, predictable nastiness that ensues in the latest Griswold family misadventure.
It's you in a film. I don't know how you can't not like it. I think you'll watch it. You won't enjoy it, but I think you'll think it's better than the reviews.
It's gonna
Like
have to
what you're expecting, I think. It's definitely not in my top 20 films. I'm only making you watch it because
That's amazing, because I thought you've watched less than 20 films.
Well, you've made me watch more now. What's this? Is this week 7?
This
I've
is
watched at
episode
least-
7, yeah.
I've watched at least 7 more films now.
Mm.
But I kind of want to save some of my favourite films for as the podcast gets a few more listeners, gets a little bit better.
Yeah, that's why I'm saving some of my favourite films for Want them there in hitting range, so that if you decide you don't like them,
You can slap me backwards and forwards.
Mm-hmm.
With your, what is it, black belt in karate?
Yeah,
That you got when you were 8? Was it
15.
7 or 8?
15.
Oh, sorry, you were just the size of an 8-year-old. But then again, you're the
Okay.
size of an 8-year-old now. There we go. Just a little joke about your height there, Simon. I couldn't tell from your face whether or not it registered with you.
No, I got it.
Okay, I just assumed it went straight over your head.
That was brutal. You got 3 in a row.
There we go. Well, on that note, let's watch your film. And we're back from watching the film. Hey, Simon,
Hi, Alex.
do you know what I was thinking?
What?
I think that it's, a bit of an oxymoron that we're watching Vacation whilst we're going through all this lockdown.
You waited a day to steal my joke that I said after we finished recording there. Wasn't even
Simon,
that worth it.
I think you're an oxymoron for not assuming that I was going to do that. So,
Okay. I mean, you did tell me that one yesterday as well, so
Yeah.
I've been expecting that one for a while. So,
the film.
Vacation. I also took some notes, like you've been doing recently, during the watching of this film. Something I immediately noticed in the intro and occurred throughout the film was this heavily relies on montage shots of just scenery, just stuff happening where they can pad out the length of the movie to make it longer. The intro lasts for a good few minutes with nothing happening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right. Let's see. Accidental sexual assault as a joke 3 times in a row. That's a fun one. Right at the start. First, 2 minutes of the film. On the plane.
Oh, yes, with the child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This one just says clunky acting, but that's... I don't think that's the fault of the actors. I think it's poor direction and writing here.
Okay, and I mean, I've had a fair few people say that Ed Helms isn't a great actor,
I think he's passable.
but I think he's definitely a good actor. He's no Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yeah.
but he's definitely a good actor.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he's a good actor, it did not come through that much during this film.
Oh wow.
Let's see. Most of the time, the joke is either somebody swears, somebody gets hurt, or in a rare case, somebody throws up.
Yeah, no, I understand that. There are some... It has its moments.
They are very far and few between.
So for me, I didn't like... Because the swearing was all from the little kid.
Yeah.
Like the youngest child.
Mhm.
He's effing and jeffing all over the place.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like when I was reading reviews on the film, most of them were saying it was unnecessary, really. And I can understand that.
Yeah.
It is a different kind of humour. It's not exactly my kind of humour, but it's definitely a light-hearted film
Yeah.
that's kind of not a feel-good film, but not a feel-bad film.
Right. I'll allow you that. However, paedophilia jokes.
Yeah, no, no, because I didn't pick the film. Wait, what jokes?
Well, I mean, around halfway through, where one of the kids is with this girl, and the dad says some stuff that implies he touches that kid, pretending to
Okay.
be a stranger, to act as a wingman for his kid. I mean, I don't think it was entirely necessary in a feel-good film.
No, it wasn't necessary. Again, it was kind of the parts of the film that stick out for me humor-wise aren't those sides of it. It was to be honest with you, I'd completely forgot about those kind of stuff in the film.
Oh no, that's why I wrote this down.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. The part that stuck out for me was when they were when they were in the hot spring.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that part when they go to see, Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. I think.
I think I know where you're going with this one.
Well, in my notes here, I just have Chris Hemsworth has never sounded more Australian when doing his Southern American accent.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not great.
I'll be honest, I was not expecting that. But then as far as I'm aware, I've only seen him as Thor. I guess it also is some other people in trailers, but that's it.
But the film, I chose the film because the originals, so the films that were from like the 1980s,
Yeah.
it definitely the original Vacation is a really good film.
Okay. I mean, everything about this film is making me doubt that. But then I know how bad really it's going to be.
All of the critics that were writing about this film said that one of the reasons it was so bad was because it tried to kind of remake the original, but in a kind of modern way, and it didn't really work.
Yeah.
But if you want to watch the original on your own time, then please do, because it's quite a good film.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't have much motivation for it after this.
Okay, I apologise.
Right. I'm gonna knock through a bunch of these real quick.
I get one film every 6 weeks.
Yeah. You've squandered your slot here.
Making me have regrets.
It seems that rather than spending money on the directing and writing, they simply hired a lot of famous actors.
I think lots of modern films do that.
Yeah.
Not to their own advantage, really.
Norman Reedus is a rapist. What? That's one of my notes.
I don't know who Norman Reedus is.
He's in The Walking Dead. He was the trucker guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, genuinely, I haven't seen this film since, like, I think it was, like, the year after it came out.
Right.
Which, I don't know
Okay.
when that...
See, that makes more sense.
So this film came out in 2015, and I think I saw it in 2015. So it's been 5 years since I've watched it. So yeah, I apologise. I realise that when you're saying all this stuff to me now, it's not an amazing.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Right, I've got 2 more points to make.
I probably should have rewatched it before I made you watch it.
Alright. Here's a pretty large one. Recurring slightly racist joke against Koreans.
Again, do you know what? Do you know when I picked the film?
Yes.
Do you know what stuck in my head for the film? It was, from what I remembered, it was a light-hearted film. It was colourful. It was very colourful. It had jokes about the car. So when he reveals the car that he bought, how it was a wacky kind of car that he rented for the road trip. That they were going to a theme park, and the journey was a little bit funny because there's like a guy with a rat on his shoulder who tells them to go to the hot springs, and they find a needle in there, and they go to Chris Hemsworth's house, and they're going on the quad bikes, and he accidentally drives a quad bike into a cow, and that kind of stuff. That was what I remembered from the film. But quite clearly,
I mean, obviously you're remembering the best bits there.
Quite clearly, yeah, my 15-year-old self did not.
My
those things.
My final point with this: who is this movie for? Because I would get it if I'm not entirely the target audience here. Like, if this was aimed at children, that makes perfect sense. I'm not expected to enjoy a movie aimed at kids, but the frequent use of swearing throughout the film, and also the nudity at some point.
I don't actually know. I don't know whether you could. So I mean, I guess the film isn't perfect.
I would say it's far from perfect.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. I don't think it makes it to my top 30 films, and I've probably only seen about 30 films.
Yeah.
But I thought that it would give us a bit to talk about. You know, instead of picking like Die Hard or Gladiator, where you would say it's an amazing film, perfect, can't find a fault.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
Then we can have this back-to-back, back-and-forth discussion.
Yeah.
But I honestly don't know who it's aimed at.
Yeah, I just don't get it at all.
Okay, well,
So,
I do feel a little bit disappointed that was my film. Really,
I mean, you've had 5 episodes to
I honestly, the film that I thought we were watching, I didn't remember the same. Boy.
Oh dear. No, it's always like this, where you watch a film when you're younger and you think, oh, it's one of the best things ever. More often if you watch it in a cinema, because there's a sort of like
Yeah,
the magic that goes with it. Like, you get properly immersed in it. But then if you go rewatch it way later, you realise it's maybe not as good as you remembered it.
it's like the whole when you watch like children's
Yeah.
TV shows that you watched as a child, but you didn't pick up on the adult jokes.
Yes.
And then you watch it again, you're like, oh, wow, how did I not? Because my 15-year-old self wasn't
Yes.
looking for that kind of stuff. And it's not that I didn't know that kind of stuff wasn't acceptable, because obviously, like, paedophilia is wrong.
Yeah.
We can officially say that here. But it's just, I don't think I picked up on it as much. It definitely didn't stick as the main parts of the film.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I get that. No, do you ever have, like, when you're a kid watching a movie in the cinema, and, like, you come out of the movie, like, while the credits are rolling, and just because of, like, how immersed you get into it, you're just thinking to yourself, like, oh, that was the best thing ever. Like, my whole life is about everything that's going on in this film.
I get that now.
Oh, dear.
So yeah, I think can we say as an official Simon and Alex show statement?
Mm-hmm.
Probably just don't watch Vacation.
Yeah, this, I would say this gets a 2 out of 10 for me.
I would say I would say it wasn't, when I recommended it to you, I knew it wasn't an amazing film.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't perfect, and the humour that I remember wasn't like ha ha ha, like roll on the floor laughing kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I'd have to rewatch it. But I really don't want to rewatch it now, because
I really
just
feel like I've backed you
resurfaced-
into
God.
I've backed you into a corner here.
I know.
Just by like you didn't remember what this film was like, and I've just been going on for 10 minutes straight talking about how much I
bad
don't
is.
like it.
Yeah. And it's not even like you're making invalid points. It's- and we've publicly announced that we're watching it too, so we can't
Yeah.
even redact and just watch a new film. But yeah, I apologise.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, watching bad movies helps us appreciate the good movies even more,
There we go.
and that's a takeaway statement from here.
Isn't that really the reason we listen?
Mm-hmm.
To remember the good stuff. This is the part of the show where Simon looks at stuff on his computer.
Mm-hmm. Well, I found something.
Oh, he's found something.
Yeah.
What's Simon found?
Well, Alex, I found the film we're watching next week.
Simon's found the film we're watching next week.
Yeah. Now, given how this month is Pride Month, Alex.
Simon is explaining to the listeners that this month is Pride Month.
Yes. I don't need the running commentary.
Simon does not appreciate the running commentary.
Right. I think I've picked a very appropriate movie for next week.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure you'll think so when you hear the title. So next week we're watching the movie Love, Simon.
Simon,
Yeah.
why would I have to watch the movie when that's my life?
Oh dear.
Have you seen this film?
No, I've not seen it.
Or have you just found a film called Love, Simon?
No, I knew
Because-
about it. It's just not been on my...
Because I think after this week we've learned the dangers of not watching a film
Yes.
recently.
I've heard
before
it's pretty good, actually.
Okay.
Hang on, I'll give you a brief synopsis. Simon Spear, or Spire, I'm not entirely sure how it's pronounced, keeps his sexual orientation a secret from his family. However, when a blackmailer threatens to reveal it, he goes on a rollercoaster journey to come to terms with his identity.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Do you relate to this film?
I do relate to the main character, one thing, though.
Is this going to be a turning point for you?
No, I was going to say it's also got Simon.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought we were getting a nice little Simon and Alex show reveal there.
I think if I ever felt the need to announce anything like that, I would certainly not do it on this podcast.
Oh, sorry. I'm getting a phone call. 2 seconds. Hello? Wait, what? We have to end the podcast now? Okay.